we did a lot of good things in the game. We still made plenty of mistakes, and there's a huge area of an improvement we can make in really every phase. I thought we played better in special teams, a lot cleaner. We adjusted some personnel, got some decent returns, and that was good to see. We have to continue to play better in that area. Offensively, Romeo Dubs was amazing early in the game, and some of the plays he made were so incredible. And Carson, was very strong in this game. I think he's going to be really upset with some of the things that he did. He had an opportunity to make some more plays, and he'll look at the film and he'll improve on that. Defensively, I thought we played hard. We just didn't get off the field on third down at times when we could have. We've got a lot of improvement to make, but it was good to go on the road, to play an in-state rival and still have the ability to play better and win the game. And so that's encouraging for us. We got a long ways to go to be the kind of football team we want to be, but this certainly was a good victory for us tonight, and we're looking forward to getting back on a short week. We got a lot to do in a short amount of time this week to play again on Thursday.
Questions for Coach?
Can't really hear anybody.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Coach?
I can hear you, Shannon.
Yeah, Coach, just what do you think was the difference maker in this one and be able to control those emotions for all four quarters? Something I know that you stressed to your guys about earlier this week, to control those emotions throughout the entire game.
Yeah, we really wanted them to control their attention and really focus in on playing their best football. And I think so many times in this game, it's an emotional game, it's a rivalry game. So many of the players know each other, so much going on in the state that people get tied up in all the distractions and they lose focus on playing the game. And that's all we wanted to do, was really focus on playing our best football, not lose attention, not relax at all. And we did a pretty good job of playing four quarters. It wasn't perfect. We still have areas where we need to improve, but I thought on the most part our kids were consistent with their focus through four quarters.
Coach, I thought one of your signature moments came on that final drive in the second quarter to go down the field and then to go in with the 24-12 lead. To me, it seemed like a game that needed a statement drive, and you guys came up with that. Would you agree with that?
That was big. That was really big for us to answer after they scored, and I was so proud of our guys being able to respond like that, and Carson taking them down. That's we practice the 2-minute drill all the time. We feel very comfortable in that situation, and I just give our guys a lot of credit. In the last couple of years, we've been in that situation a lot. And I think we feel very comfortable when, at the end of the half. It's a big deal when you can score at the end of the half. Going in, it's just a big momentum changer. It kind of takes the winds out of people's sails going in at halftime. But that was a huge, huge drive. And I thought Carson was really, really special on that drive.
Coach, we asked you this last week, but you're a historian of the game, and you guys are the answer to a trivia question now. Who won the first game and all that. Has that sunk in for you yet? Is that something you're always going to treasure?
No, it's a special game for me. I mean, whenever you get a chance to play for the Cannon, and it's a special game, and I spent 2 of the best years of my life working for the Oakland Raiders and went to the Super Bowl, was around guys, great players like Rich Gannon and Charles Woodson, Jerry Rice, Tim Brown, and Al Davis. Al Davis is a giant of a man in football, a Hall of Fame owner and coach. And I worked for him. He was my boss, and I learned a lot from him, and I loved being a Raider. And so, to play the first college game here in this stadium, that honors Al Davis and the Oakland Raiders, it meant a lot to me. And we wanted to win it. We wanted to win this game in this building on this day. And it was important for Nevada. It was important for our university. It was important for our football program. But I thought it was a special opportunity to play in this building and to be the first college team to win in it.
Coach, I'm sure we'll talk a lot about Romeo. I'm sorry, Shannon, can I go?
Yeah, go ahead. No.
Coach, I was going to ask you a defensive question because I know Romeo's going to get a ton in Carson, and deservedly so. But you guys got some key stops. You needed them, and I thought Sam and Dom did a great job in the fourth quarter, particularly. Is that something you could talk about?
There's no question. I just think I think those guys are just relentless pass rushers, and over the course of a game, you're going to get your opportunities late. And especially when they're behind and they have to throw the ball. And Dom is just such a handful, and he just never stops. He's relentless the way he keeps coming. And, when you got Sam on the other side and Cam Toomer and, Zach Mahana plays with relentless effort as well. So that whole group, they kind of take the personality of Coach Ship. But I think, we're going to see more of Dom, more of Sam getting pressure on the quarterback in this four-man front, and we're excited to see more of that.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about Romeo, what he was able to do? I mean, I know you've spoken very highly of him, saying, every time he gets the ball, you want this kid to score a touchdown, and just what he was able to do out there again tonight.
Well, he just his legs were so fresh, and we had a chance. We felt like we could get him down the field vertically and give him a chance to make some big plays down the field, and he was able to do that. And from the opening play, just kind of run a great route, get on top of the guy, and finish. And we actually missed him a couple other times. We had him open. But that's a real important combination for us, to be able to stretch the field vertically and then to be able to run the ball off similar looks is really important. And we've been working hard on our play action pass. That's been a big key today. We got some big chunks of yardage to Cole Turner and to Romeo, and that combination of them having to respect our backs and the vertical passing game is really is pretty potent, and so we want to continue to build on that.
Coach, can you just talk about the focus the guys played with tonight, especially when you consider the last two Cannon games, and there was a lot of lapses, which obviously led to the losses, but it felt like the focus was there throughout all 60 tonight.
No, we really challenged our guys to pay attention to their focus and maintain their focus, and really just focus on playing good. That's all that really matters. At the end of the day, that's what they're going to remember, is how they played, and pour all their energy to playing football. I think we're a more mature team. I don't think we get caught up in things that really have little importance. And there's a lot of things involved with this game that have little importance. The main thing for us is the Cannon and winning the Cannon and bringing it back home to Reno. So we're proud that we're able to do that, and then we got to work hard every day all year to keep it. So it's not just a one-day thing; it's an everyday thing. So we're very excited to get that thing back home, and we'll get it painted tomorrow.
Coach, you touched on this just briefly, but I wanted to elaborate if you could. The passing numbers were there yet again, but it looked like Devontae then backed up by Toa. Would you prefer, you need that more of a 50-50, I mean, to keep teams off their game, basically?
No, I think we just have to be effective running the ball, and I thought we were tonight. We could have probably chosen to run the ball a little bit more than we did, but I thought Devontae and Toa both had really effective runs, and we're gonna lean on them more some games than others. And so, I think they're going to have great opportunities to make big yards, and we want to continue to build on that. We certainly need to run the ball better. We'll look at that and see what schemes that we need to really emphasize to be able to do that. But I thought they both ran the ball really well tonight, and were kind of a 1-2 punch, and we're anxious to see that grow.
Jay, given the way the last 2 years had ended, I remember in 18 you made the guys watch them take the cannon, and obviously we know what happened after the game last year. This is a complete opposite. What is that feeling like when you get to see the guys surround that cannon and also embrace the fans that made the trip?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great feeling. We were so wrapped up and focused in the game, and I was a little bit disappointed that we left some plays on the field. But no, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to see the guys get the cannon. It's a great feeling to be able to take that picture. That picture means a lot to us. We take a picture whenever we play for a trophy. We take a picture, and the cannon obviously is the biggest trophy we play for. But a bowl championship, and hopefully, we're working to get in a conference championship. But that means a lot to us to be able to take that picture, and also to be able to salute the fans that were here. It's a limited number of fans. I know we got a lot of great fans watching on TV, and we salute them and wish they could all be here as well. But we'll bring that cannon home, and everybody can come and see it in Reno. It's been too long since we've seen it down our hallway. So looking forward to getting it back where it belongs.
Coach, the turnaround is obviously going to be tough, which I think you touched on a bit, but it seems to me maybe this particular group is maybe the group that's not going to let 5-day turnaround phase them.
No, we've been planning for it, and we've known that we were going to play this early game, and we're excited. It's going to be on TV, and we'll just adjust. I just think we're not really looking at beating our guys up. It's going to be more mental preparation and try to get them fresh for Thursday night and excited to play. So we've been planning for this. It's been a grind these last couple of weeks with everything going on. But I think our guys have built some confidence in how they're playing. I think we can continue to shore up some things and eliminate some of the error in our game, and I think we can play even better. So Thursday will give us another opportunity to try to go out and do that.
Coach, everyone here on this call got to be a part of history tonight. You guys got to make it. We got to document it. And also, as a former Raiders coach for you, just rapid reaction as we continue to decompress after this. But just rapid reaction to just tonight, and to be able to christen this place and to spoil the opener for the home team.
Well, it's I told our players, when you play at Nevada, you're going to play in great places, and this is an example of one of the great places that we get a chance to play, and you have to take advantage of the opportunity. This time doesn't not come all the time, and so this was their moment to play here. We knew we were going to get this opportunity, playing for the Cannon, playing in this new stadium, playing the first college football game. It's almost surreal, really. I look up to that torch, and to think that a guy like Al Davis, with all his great career, can see his team and his football program, have a building like this. Freddie Bolitnikoff's a good friend of mine, and he hit me up the other night. He says, "Man, I was in the stadium last week," and he says it's unbelievable, and it is. It's a beautiful building, and it's pretty cool to have a chance to play here, and we're really glad that we could win the first game here.
Coach, personnel-wise, do you have any sort of update on Elijah?
No, he's getting a second opinion right now. He's got a shoulder injury. It's pretty unlikely that we're going to get him back at this point. But he's going to get a second opinion on that, and we should probably know more this week.
Carson, I know we're all still decompressing a little bit, but what does it mean to have another check bag going back to Reno in the form of the Fremont Cannon?
It's great. I mean, we came here on a business trip. We had one goal, and just getting the Cannon back, it's great. It's great for the team, and it's great for just the program in general to have the Cannon in the facility, and just knowing that we beat UNLV, it's a good thing.
Can you just speak to the effort tonight? It felt like you guys were sharp pretty much the whole way, although Coach did say maybe some points left out there, but you got it done by double digits.
No, yeah, we definitely left a lot of points out there. I missed a lot of throws. I had Romeo wide open on a go ball that if we hit that, that's another touchdown. And I just missed some other throws, had a couple of bad decisions here and there, but all in all, we did all right. We moved the ball pretty good, but we could have done a lot better for sure.
I'm not sure if it was recorded there at the beginning, but just again, what does it feel like to have that Cannon back in the locker room and celebrate and to see some fans in here? And such a crazy year, but such a great moment now.
Yeah, it feels really good to have the Cannon back, and just playing in that stadium was a lot of fun. And I'm just glad that the guys, we stayed focused throughout the entire game, and we knew that we weren't just going to come in here and they were going to lay down. We had to earn it. We had to, play full 4 quarters, and so we did that. So it's a good feeling.
Carson, if you were to be able to point to 2 or 3 things, what do you see as the difference between last year's team that you had to lead as a freshman and this year's team, which to me seems like a more complete, kind of more grown-up group that, as you said, business trip type thing. Would you agree with that? This is a more mature group overall?
No doubt. I would say that, one, the biggest difference is experience. Like, we just have a lot of guys that have played in a lot of big games and a lot of big moments, and when you have that experience, it's not anything like you can teach. I know I've said that before, but you can't teach experience. You just can't. And it's the best thing that you can have as a player is just to get out there and actually play in games. That's how you get better. And we just have a ton of guys on the team that have played a lot already, and we have some young freshmen too that are really good players. But also, just I would say our confidence. We just have a lot of confidence on this team. I know the defense, they really like the system that they got going on with Coach Ward, and they play with a lot of confidence. And on offense, we've been doing this offense for a while now, and we have a lot of faith that it's going to work as long as we just execute plays and take what they give us. And so we're a confident group, and we want to go out there, execute, and just win every single game, really.
As we also decompress once again, Carson, just your rapid reaction to being a part of history today. All of us on this call were part of history in some way or another, and to be able to play the first college game here and also get to spoil the first home game for the Rebels.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, that stadium was pretty fun to play in. I don't know what it is about being in a dome, but it made the ball feel really nice. I guess the air, or I don't know how the science works, but the ball just felt really good. It was spinning tonight, and we left a lot of plays out there, which I missed a lot of throws that could have been huge plays. And so I just got to get in the film room, learn from them, and then make them pay the next time.
Carson, going along with that, you had told us that your off-season project was deep throws. One of your off-season projects was deep throws, and certainly you looked willing to do it tonight, and Romeo looked willing, and that seems to be coming together for you. Is that something you'd agree with? Yeah,
no doubt. I spent a lot of time on my deep ball this off-season, and Romeo's the type of guy where he is unguardable, really. He's an amazing receiver. He's got unbelievable speed, and he tracks the ball really well, and it's going to drive me crazy, that one that I missed him on. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was wide open and I just overthrew him. But, if we can just start making them pay on all those, then we could really start having some explosive games. I just got to start hitting those.
we're all familiar with what happened last year, and I know Coach preaches, a blue head and stay within yourself and all that. And I thought it looked like you guys did a pretty good job with that. I mean, in terms of which team was more focused, I would say it was you guys. Is that something you saw?
Yeah, we were pretty focused. I mean, we had one goal today, and that was to get the cannon back. And there wasn't going to be any way we weren't going to win this game and bring back the cannon. I was joking around with, I forgot who it was. I was just joking, but I was like, hey, Coach, if we don't win this game, you can take my scholarship because I don't deserve it. But I was just joking. But, we just had a lot of confidence that we were going to win. And just coming out, and it was a fun environment. We had some fans. It's fun when there's actually, people out there. And just the stadium, it was fun. It was a really fun game tonight.
Carson, this game for the last, handful of years has loomed at the end of the schedule, and it's something that I'm sure is always in the back of coaches and players' minds. Does it feel kind of nice to get it out of the way today and have all this ahead of you and kind of get this, I don't want to say monkey off your back, but you brought the cannon home, and now you got the rest of your season to continue progressing?
No doubt the monkey's off my back, man. I mean, gosh dang, that was like the biggest monkey on my back. It was the worst feeling walking off that field last year. I mean, I was in tears in the locker room, hurting bad. We all were. We were all hurting so bad from last year, and just to be able to move on from that, it feels really good. It's quite the relief.
Hey Carson, can you just tell us what was the environment like out there for you guys tonight? How focused was everyone and locked in? I mean, Coach really stressed about controlling those emotions for all 4 quarters out there, and that was something that you guys did well in tonight.
Yeah, we didn't want to let any of the trash talking or anything that goes on in a rivalry game affect us. We just wanted to go out there and execute every single play and just keep a blue head and just focus on the next play. Just play the next play. Coach Nerville says it every single day, and that's just what we came in. Our mentality was just play the next play and just play full 4 quarters, and just don't ease up on them. We wanted to keep our foot on the gas the whole game, and that's what we did.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone's evening going?
Not as good as yours, buddy.
Oh man.
What that feel like, man, to bring the cannon home for the first time in your playing career?
It was a very great feeling. I mean, unfortunately, last year I couldn't play due to injuries, but I mean, it was a great feeling, man. Coming out this week, we came out well prepared. We knew exactly what they'll come out in, and pretty much it's a great feeling to bring the cannon back home.
For lack of a better word, just how much better is this team than, almost a year ago this time, I guess?
This team this year, we are way better than what we were last year. I can honestly tell by how we practice, how we perform and play, how we prepare. I mean, it's a level up compared to how we were last year, to be honest.
Ronnie, in terms of X's and O's, were you seeing anything they were giving you, either on the secondary or whatever, where you felt like I can take advantage of this? I'm gonna get behind these guys or whatever. Could you walk us through what you were seeing?
Well, to begin with that, I always start off with preparation at all times. So coming out this week, we watched film very heavy, pretty much on what UNLV was going to do overall, and we pretty much took whatever they gave us. That's pretty much all I can tell you. It's nothing else to really say. Saw man coverage a couple times, and we took the shot, we got the shot. Just moving on to the next play.
Romeo, what do you think was just the biggest difference maker for you guys out there? I mean, yeah, you didn't play in this game last year, but you were out there with your teammates and you saw it, to be able to come out tonight and get this victory down here in Las Vegas.
I can really say, I would say it's the same feeling. I can just say that last year things were kind of off. We were kind of heavy in the long run, and this year, I mean, even this game, it was the same way. It's pretty different without Elijah out there. you know, unfortunately his season is done, but I don't know, man. I would say I would really say it's the same thing, just due to the circumstances and things that we kind of got going on as a team overall.
What did it mean to be part of some history tonight? Play the first game here. We were all part of history. First collegiate game, and you spoil things for the Rebels too. I know it's just rapid reaction, but once you see the highlights and the pictures, I'm sure there'll be some thoughts that come to mind. What are you feeling right now?
I mean, it's a very great feeling, but in my opinion, I just got to move on from it. I'm just focused on next week, because you know we don't play next Saturday, we play next Thursday, so I kind of feel like it begins now as far as being able to prepare for Utah State and perform the duty as best as we can overall.
Senior year, Lawson, and you're bringing the cannon back. What does it feel like at this moment?
Man, this one was special. You know, considering we had lost it, you know, the last 2 years, and you know the fashion in which we got it this year, it was special. You know, being the first collegiate game in this stadium, the lights weren't too bright for guys, and you know we got the job done.
Lawson, Coach really praised your preparation all week and your focus and treating this like an important game, but a game, you know, that you needed to win. Is that what you saw from your teammates, do you think? I mean, is that the difference maybe between this group and maybe the 2019 group and the 2018 group? Is that focus?
Oh yeah, we were trying to, you know, we made an emphasis on taking the emotion out, you know, of this week, and you know just banking on our preparation and you know our execution, because the past 2 years we've been too emotional, you know, in this game, and that's led to some, you know, some bad consequences. So we wanted to take the emotion out and focus, you know, more on the preparation and the task at hand.
Yeah, in terms of X's and O's, you know, they're under new leadership there. You were probably going to see some new things that, you know, from Marcus Arroyo and that sort of thing. Did they surprise you at all? Or was it something that you guys had them game planned pretty good, you thought?
I didn't see too many surprises. The only thing was, you know, they found out a little bit, you know, what was working for them, and they attacked it. But yeah, I didn't see many surprises. We were ready for, you know, most of their looks. Their hurry up style offense kind of threw us off a little bit, but we were able to adjust, you know, down the stretch.
Lawson, there was obviously some pressure on you guys to bring the cannon back this year, and instead of having to wait until the last game of the year, you get to do it in week 2. I know there's a big turnaround, a quick turnaround coming up, but to get this one out of the way, to make it happen, does that free you a little even more going forward and kind of catapult you guys?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, throughout the season, there's a little anxiety leading up to that game, so it kind of feels good, you know, to get that out the way and, you know, to get the win. But you know, this is just another game on our schedule. We got a big one coming up, and we treat every week, you know, like its own week. So we try not to dwell on. We're trying not to dwell on it for too long, but we are going to celebrate.
Lawson, what do you remember from just like that 2016 and 2017 year? I mean, you redshirted in 2016. You know, the last time you guys did win the cannon down here, but how can you just kind of relate from then? That was, you know, your first year on the team, and now this is your senior year.
I feel like we're more of a family this year. You know, we kind of play for each other more. I feel like we were, you know, stat chasing back then and, you know, trying to get individual accolades. I feel like this group is really unselfish, and, you know, we know what it takes to win, and we know how to play as a team. You know, that's amazing to see.
Austin, is there any trick to a quick turnaround? I mean, it is kind of brutal. You know, you guys have this big game, and now they want you to play on Thursday. Is there any trick to that? Any special preparation?
Rest. We're gonna have to rest as much as we can and recover, and, you know, be in our notes and our playbooks and things like that, because we won't have as much time to prepare. So, you know, I mean, we've been here before. We played on a Friday before. I don't think I played on a Thursday ever. But it's going to be new, and we're going to have to adjust, just like we have to do with this COVID thing.
Lawson, what was just you kind of touched on it, but what was this experience like to play in this building, to play in the first collegiate game, make a little history, and to spoil it for the home team?
It was crazy. When we first walked in for Wolfpack Walk, I didn't realize I was walking into this stadium. I mean, I knew I was, but I didn't realize what it looked like from the inside. But it was special. But I tried to, reiterate to my guys that we can't let the lights get too bright for us. We got to focus on our task, and we can't get caught. We can't get caught in, we can't get caught in the stadium. We gotta do what we came here to do. So.
Watson, how do you think, as a leader of this team, that you were able to help the younger guys not get caught up in those lights and just to play your guys' game that you guys know how to play and to continue doing what you do best?
I think I said this earlier in an earlier interview, but I like to put things into perspective for guys and, tell them and show them that, everything's going to be okay. Don't worry too much. Just go out there and have fun and play. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun and, execute and do what we came here to do. So I just try to, level things out for guys so we can all be calmly prepared.